Customers looking to get an estimate to have their steps veneered and to have a raised patio on the side over here. So I do have a drawing of this. I'm not even going to give too many measurements on this because the drawing gives some pretty good ones, but I will explain a few things. So the risers that we have on the steps and on the pillars are going to be a mixture of Dolomite and Colorado Red, so 50-50 Dolomite and Colorado Red. And then the treads are going to be thermal bluestone with the inset being regular bluestone. Then on this raised area over here, they've got columns. They've got pillars. They've got 4 pillars. One here, 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 and here. In between and those pillars are bumped out from the rest of the wall. In between in those small areas that connect the two, that's going to be brick. That's going to be brick. So we need to block. We're going to need to just pour a U here, and we're going to need to block the area that we're bricking, and then the pillars, I'm assuming that the best way to do this is probably going to be getting 4-inch veneer and then building the square and then core filling it, because he wants these to be 16 inches. Those are his exact specs, were 16 inches. So I couldn't, he didn't want them to be any bigger because then they would look too big for the space. So one thing to note that there's a short pour here, but the short pour is actually poured too short. So we're going to have to fill in with, we're going to need to fill in with mortar to build it up to the right height, because I don't know if you can see right here, there's significant space between the bottom of the threshold, which is the finished height, and this lower area right here. So they just messed up on the short pour, but we're not going to tear it out and redo it. We just have to do it. So I also know that they poured the short pour too deep this way. So there's a pillar over here that's going to hide this, but on the sides here, it's going to be sticking out further than the brick, and I pointed that out, and he knows that. So we're also going to probably need to take a strip of this concrete out right here for the veneer to go on, because we can't go right on top of the sidewalk, because the sidewalk will heave and pop off our veneer. Let's see what else. Yeah, Dolomite and Colorado Red. Bluestone is going to be, the gauge bluestone is for the step, and then we're going to frame in the patio here with with the tread stock. But then for the inset is just regular bluestone. I am just now seeing the downspout here. Nick, let's talk about that. My initial impression is to put a catch basin there and to shoot it out the front somewhere. That's just my initial, because we've got another one over here, so I'll probably have to bring it down and shoot it out the side. I hadn't actually noticed that until right now. Stupid me, I should have talked to him about it, but he's gone right now. So yeah, the pillars are going to be half, just so you know, the pillars are going to be into the step a little bit. So half of it's on the step and half of it is outside the footprint of the step. So we have to pour an extension of pour an extension on each side for the pillars. So that way it's sitting on a similar base, dowel in and all that good stuff. So, yeah, super excited about this job. He's actually done a lot of really cool stuff himself in the back. So if we get this job, you take a peek in the back, and it's kind of cool. So what color brick? I don't know. He's got the picture that he showed me was pretty red, so we're gonna go with pretty red, whatever that happens to be. So he's got brown on here, but we're gonna go with red of some sort that was not specified. So yeah, I think that's it.